Hey friends, what's up? Redneck Gamer here. Welcome to another episode of Farming Simulator 15 on Manchester. So, you may have seen it already. This is probably the second upload of the day. Probably right after a little montage, or I think I'm going to call it farming short. A little farming short of the silage harvest. I was not in the mood to record during the silage harvest. I was just tired, really. But I did record. I recorded it. I just was too tired to commentate over it. So I recorded it and made it all look good and edited it nicely. We had over. This thing was full. This is a 700,000 liter silo. Our bunker is full, and we still have corn out in the field to pluck off. I had plant growth turned off because sometimes after you log out or close out of your game and then rejoin the game, sometimes it'll advance to the next growth stage, which is really annoying. Anyway, so I went ahead and bought this trailer, which we haven't had, I don't think, since season 1 of our Let's Play on FS15. The biggest trailer in the game, and biggest trailer I have in my, even including my mods folder. I don't have a trailer bigger than this. 59,000 liters. Just trying to get this silage sold. Only selling the stuff out of this silo here. It just helps me. This not only gives me more space to put silage in, but it also helps me to divide it. Like over there in the pit, we can have stuff for animals, and here in the silos we can just drive up and sell it. So that's what we've been doing. And we're at $1.8 million, which is where we want to be. Let's turn off glance. And yeah, never mind. Forgot it'll say it's finished the whole time. Which is where $1.8 million, if I can't even talk, is where we want to be to buy that field. We can finally do it. Episode, what is this? Whatever episode this is, I'm not sure. Let's say around episode 10. I don't know. I'm bad with my episode numbers. When I'm uploading the video, I have to go to my channel and check out what the last episode number was. Anyway, we can finally buy the biggest field on the map. We're just gonna sell this load just to get it out of the trailer. There's a couple great demands for manure there at the garden center. I went out and mucked out the beef and the pigs and sold the manure from that. Made it from I was using the Model T, and there was the Model T, the Model AA. What's the capacity on that? From just the Model AA, the Ford alone, I made about $20,000 during the Great Demand. Keep that in mind. During the Great Demand, we made that much. There it is. So 3,500, we made about 20 grand. No, wait, I had one of the 11,500 liter prone trailers on it. So say about 15,000 liters of manure sold for $20,000, which that's pretty good. I think is what it brought around. Either way, it was a lot of money for for really nothing. It's a byproduct of cows and pigs. And I sold off some of the fruits and some of the beer at the beer factory. I know I don't do much of that on camera. I will start. Speed up time. There we are. We make about $95,000 off of each load here, which is nice. We'll see here in just a second. There's $2,000 for the new hour, $94,000 for one load of silage. So that's good. We can now go ahead and buy As you can see, that's what I was hauling silage with prior to buying this trailer. And something I noticed after the many trips over here, there's actually some more forestry area over here, which is good because I figured the forestry area was only over in that little spot. Therefore, I haven't done a lot of off-camera forestry. But now that I know that, we can go ahead and go ham on forestry, kind of, just for a little bit. And yeah, this is not the field we want. We want the one just up here around the curve. I believe there's an entrance here, so we can finally buy that. And yeah. So comments. Been a while since I did a video with comments. Been a while since I did any really real recording. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that Hitman episode I put out. If you guys are above the age of 13, that is, or if you just say you're above the age of 13. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I certainly enjoyed it. It's one of my favorite, like I said in the video, one of my favorite games, game series of all time. So I enjoy playing it, you know. Anyway, to the comments. James McCuggin, I'm not quite sure how to say your last name. I apologize. Says, is the big? I think it means, is the map big enough to get the John Deere 9630? Well, I got some. Wait, which one is the 9630? That's not a combine. I know that. That's the. That feels good to buy that. I believe the 9630. That's the quad track. Quad track? No. The John Deere version of the Steiger. And yes, we actually bought one. There was a good version that came out a while ago. Between episodes, one came out, I believe. And I also sold some pigs and beef. Just 6 of them, I think it was. Anyway, we actually got a 9560R right up here, doing some plowing for us, plowing in some coal. I know you don't have to, but I feel like it because it's what they do around here. Maybe they don't plow, but they disc it into the ground. If we go, it's easier if I just hop out and then shift tab it. Here we are. Finally found one with the appropriate spacing for an American tractor, without the annoying little European flags on the back fenders. It sounds alright. So that's good. Joe Lindbergh, I finally found out how to approach him, or address him, that's how I should say. Has released yet another version of his 2720 disc. It's a little scaled down, so that's cool. Yeah, this cell is empty. We can probably go ahead and shut him off. Now we want to find the case 308, the Magnum. Here we are. Or 308, 380. Our caulk spreader, or with our caulk spreader, I should say. And we gotta get him going on the new field. We're gonna go ahead and top off the caulk spreader. Yeah. Eric Fields says, I'm excited for American Trucks Sim, and I hope you do a series on it. I sure will. You can count on it. Maybe not too often, but I'll do episodes on it. Maybe often, I don't know. Forever a Farmer says, amazing video, thank you. And he continues to say, my favorite tractor is the John Deere 7210. If you could find a mod of it and review it, please, and thanks. Yeah, I would definitely keep my eyes out on it. There's no bad tractors. Wouldn't mind, but get one on the farm. Yeah, I'll definitely keep my eye out for that. Declan Fink says, great video, man, as always, and my favorite tractor on your farm is the 2-wheel drive Puma. That is sitting, I believe it's sitting over at the cattle farm. I'm not sure what it was doing over there. Maybe I was hauling manure there. I'm not sure. I don't know. Been a while. Those were all on last episode. Eric Fields comments on 2 or 3 episodes ago. He says, you know, the cab on the Xeron actually turns around and faces backwards. And great vid as always. Thank you. And I actually did not know that. That's actually pretty cool. I actually just checked that out before I started recording. That is definitely something really cool. If you press B on it, like you would on the Scorpion, or the Buffalo actually, the Ponce Buffalo, higher. The forestry equipment in game, it'll turn around the cab. If you press B, here we are. Yeah, if you press B and actually watch it, there's a little thing saying stop because the cab is turning a process. And on here it says the cab is rotating, which is really cool. So now you can hook up like one of those tri-mower, one of the tri-mower setups that only hook up in the front, or in this case the back. And you can do this. And what I like is after you rotate it, you can still go forwards by pressing W. You don't have to press. You don't have to press. Well, if you didn't have drive control, you wouldn't have to press S to go back. You don't have to drive backwards, basically. Is what I'm trying to say. Like right now, I can press to go forwards again, which is really awesome. You don't have to really. You don't have to shift gears to do it, which is cool. Let's see here. Did a little forestry off camera. As you just have a little pile stacked up, not too much. Here's a setup for me selling some fruits. That's pretty good setup it is. I've been thinking, as good as this combine is, as big of a capacity as it is, excuse me, had a burp. Let me take a sip of tea. As big as it is, and as much capacity as it has, I think we're just gonna buy a couple in-game 9230s and have those rocking instead. We have the silage to make the money. We can sell a little bit from our animal supply. Because honestly, I do feel a little cheated using this because it was only $100,000 to buy. So we are gonna go ahead and sell it. I went ahead and sold the little 7230. Just because we weren't really using it much, so I didn't really see a use keeping it on the farm. Yeah, see, it's only bringing us $50,000. So let's see here. We need this Puma. And we have another conveyor belt over here. I found it way more efficient to keep a conveyor belt over here for the front loader, because before I was just unloading the silage out of the pit, so I just put the conveyor belt in there and did it like that. Hang on, I gotta pause. I got a text message. Alright, sorry about that. What were we doing? We were getting this hooked up. Oops. Oh. Bye. Wouldn't be Farm Sim without a little bugs. Without little bugs? That little bug here and there. Although it's been a while since this happened on recording, so I think that's pretty good. Crap. Don't do it again, please. Thank you. Oops. I pressed F and C at the same time. That's pretty good. I think that's a new personal best. There we go. Oops. So let's go ahead and we're not going to do silage selling off camera. We're just going to set it up. Excuse me. We're just going to set it up. I went ahead and bought a new de jour trailer to help with the silage harvest. Got cosplay going on that and helped a lot. There we are. These two things are freaking beasts. They were dirty. They were pretty dirty after the forage harvest though. But they're a pretty good combo. And honestly, we're gonna have a third forage harvester here in a couple of days actually, with the new Farming Simulator DLC. There's two coming out. There's the New Holland forage cutter. He was I was reading my text message. But the New Holland forage harvester pack DLC coming out comes with a New Holland forage harvester. For you New Holland fans, yeah, I'll buy it. Just to add variety to our forage harvesters, and we want to go, like I said, we want to go big on the forage harvesting. Not only to bring in money, but also to keep up with our cows and pigs and beef. Which, speaking of, you see, this is one of my episodes where I don't have any plans whatsoever. So we're gonna double our beef and pig stock, I guess you can say. That'll produce some more stuff, some more beef weight, slaughter weight, and produce us more money, and yeah, take up more materials, but give us more manure. And especially with the new field, we need the manure. If we are going to be doing more manure spreading, that is. There we are. There we are. Got a couple chickens. I say a couple and it's 100. Got a couple chickens off camera with the chicken coop. Wow, well, only $14,000 for 50 beef. Hang on, another little text. This one I can reply quickly to. There we are. All done. So yeah. Lots and lots of plans for this series. This just looks really good. Also, I want to get these 9230s going, because now this is when you know you're kind of a farm kid. I got the wheat harvest fever. There's so much wheat harvest going around. Not so much around my house. There's a couple farmers starting to get out there. Wheat isn't exactly ripened yet, I guess you could say. It's not quite ready for harvest yet. Some of them are, some of them aren't. Some of the fields, but especially on YouTube, I'm subscribed to Big Tractor Power, and there's nothing but wheat harvest videos on there for the past couple days, which is really amazing. And hang on, just replying to another text. You know, this person is important, needs to be texted back to. Yeah, it got me in the mood to, it gave me the fever of all this wheat harvest. The wheat harvest fever is what I'm calling it. That'll be the name of the episode, the wheat harvest fever. So we're gonna go ahead and do a lot of wheat. I actually plan on planting all of our fields wheat, except for one. I think the new field is going to be this one. This one right here is going to be soybean, because as much as I want to do a big wheat harvest, I think three medium-sized fields are going to be good enough. Because we do need straw. We're running pretty low. Just need to text back again. This is how you know you're a professional YouTuber, when your team breaks. in the middle just to send a text, you know? I'm professional at what I do. Alright. Let's go ahead and... Whoa, why are you missing stuff? Why are you missing stuff? That's alright. Like I said, it doesn't really matter. I mean, our cedars will technically cultivate it in for us anyway. It's just one of those things that will make it more realistic in the long run. So I'm gonna have to end it here, I think. Let me just check the time. Well, this part's only been going on for 6 minutes. We can read a couple more comments. Again, 2 or 3 episodes ago, the Mad, or the Mad, it's one word. The Mad Wizard said, "Hey, great video. Wish I could get the game. Keep up the good work." Sorry you can't get the game, but thanks for the support anyway. I know a lot of people can't either afford the game or run the game because of their computer specs. But whatever it is, I'm not one to ask why, so I won't. And Steve Sipley or Sipley, not sure how you pronounce your last name. I apologize. Ask, what are you putting down at that time in the video? I am putting down caulk. It's basically fertilizer. There's no added bonus other than the fertilizer, the in-game fertilizer buff it adds to your crops. It's nothing like it's not like soil mod where it adds a lot of yield to it if you do that versus fertilizer. It's the same thing as fertilizing from what I've seen. I don't know, maybe you guys can help me in the comments. As far as I know, it is the same as putting out fertilizer. It's just an added little something else you can do in the map. You don't have to do it. I do it because it's more realistic. It's all up to you, really. So now that all I really have to do is get these fields planted and ready for the wheat harvest next episode, and you know, actually sell stuff for at least 290, 230s, at least 290, 230s, maybe 3. Anyway, gonna end the episode here, guys. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and until next time, I'm Gamer. See you all in the next video.